homeboys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I put a poll on my story a few days ago and I asked you guys to vote on which YouTube video y'all wanted. And of course, you nosy fuckers said this. So before I start, mama, if you see this, girl, I'm trying to pay your bills. Let me do my thug thizzle, please. Okay, I don't want to hear anything about it. Okay, you know, we've all done things. I'm just you know, sharing my story. Okay, so if you haven't like read by the title of this video, this is gonna be the story time about the first time I gave, you know, that little but to a girl. Now I know a lot of you guys don't know this about me. Well, I think a lot of you guys do now, but before a lot of you guys didn't. I'm bisexual. I mainly date girls though, so I have a lot more story times with girls. And I'm drinking this, girl, so good. But anyway, so oh my god, I'm so nervous. Okay, fuck it, let me just get into the story time. Okay, so this probably happened my sophomore year. This happened my sophomore year of high school. I'm not gonna say, oh my god, I need code names because all my fucking exes watch my YouTube, all of them. So what's this candle called? Pink. Okay, so we'll call a girl Pink. We're gonna call her Pink. So I was fucking with this girl named Pink or whatever, and like we were cooling and everything. She was older than me. Obviously, I only mess with people who are older than me. I don't know what it is. I like can't get enough of them. So she had a lot more experience than me. I think at this time she probably had, you know, bumped and grinded like 7 people. She was 18. So, you know, a lot more experience than I had. I was only 15 or 16. Oh my god, I cannot believe I'm telling you guys this story. Okay, so she was like 15, or I was like 15 or 16. She was 18. So we had been messing with each other on and off. She had like been putting me on to a lot of new experiences, like within dating and everything. But we still hadn't, well, we hadn't necessarily gone like all the way into anything. Like, you know, obviously she was putting me on to different things, but we hadn't necessarily gone all the way with anything. So she had like, she didn't have her own house, but she lived with her dad and he wasn't home all the time. So basically she like, you know, had her own house because she was basically always like only on one home. So I would go over to her house and we would chill, whatever. So probably, oh my god, guys, don't look at me differently. Probably like maybe like a month and a half, 2 months after knowing her, we had decided like, okay, I was gonna go over her house and I was gonna sleep over. So whatever, that day comes, I'm preparing. God, mama, forgive me. I'm pretty sure I had told my mom I was going to my ex-best friend's house to spend the night. And my mom's never been the kind of parent to like ask for like locations or anything. So she was just like, okay, took my word for it. Mama, I'm so sorry. Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, I told her I was going to my ex-best friend's house, but my ex-best friend was dating Pink's friend. So I was going to be with my ex-best friend, like in case my mom called me, because they were going to Pink's house too, because she had like hella extra bedrooms. So we all decided, okay, we're going to go to Pink's house this day. I'm going to go to my homegirl's house and Pink is going to pick me and my homegirl up. And then we're going to go pick up my homegirl's boo, which is Pink's friend, right? Okay, so I'm at my homegirl's house and she's like, you know, what are you guys gonna do? Because this is the first time I had slept over at her house. And I'm like, you know, I don't know, like I'm so nervous. And my homegirl's like, well, did you shave? And I'm like, yeah, bitch, like duh, I'm not that stupid. So Pink calls me. She's like, you know, I'm on my way. I went and got yada 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 first, so that way we don't have to go get her because she lives far from me, whatever. So she comes, homegirl hops in the back with her girlfriend. I get in the front seat with Pink. We're talking, we're chilling. She has her hand on my thigh, like, you know, we're all cooling. So we all go back to Pink's house. And like the first like few hours we were just like chilling. Like it was all of us just chilling, like talking, telling jokes and everything. So then probably at like 10:30, at like 10:30, homegirl and her boo are like, you know, we're finna go in the room. Like, we'll see y'all later. We're finna go in the room and do our thug thizzle, whatever. So Pink is like, okay, we finna go in the room and do our thug thizzle, whatever. And I'm like, what the hell? What the hell? So we go in the room or whatever. She like lights a candle. Like we're laying up. She starts like kissing on me or whatever. Oh my god, I am so like, I cannot believe it. Okay, so she starts like kissing on me or whatever, and I'm just thinking like, what the hell? Because this was like one of my first like experiences like with a girl, because of this I had just started like dating girls, so I was really nervous, just because of the fact that I was like, damn, I've never done anything like this before. Like, am I really like attracted to women in this way? Like, I was just really nervous. So she starts like kissing on me, whatever. You know, she starts doing other things. And I'm like, okay, I think I'm a little gay. Like, I think I'm a little gay, y'all. So I'm like, okay, this is cool. So that had probably started at like 11 o'clock, like that. And then that part wasn't done till like fucking 1 o'clock in the morning, whatever. So then homegirl and her boo come to the door, and they're like, y'all wanna get food? And Pink is like, no, we're not hungry. And I'm like, I'm kind of hungry. Pink's like, no, we're not hungry. Like, we'll come out there like later, because I think that they had finished and they were just like chilling in the room watching movies at that point. So then Pink is laying there, and I'm like, okay, like I have to do something to her, right? Like, this is how this works. Like, I have to do something to her. So I was nervous as fuck. I'm like, oh my god, I've never done this before. Like, what if I'm like don't know what I'm doing? So I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, I didn't even know how to start it. Like, I didn't even know how to go to, like, about this shit. So I'm like, what the fuck? What am I supposed to do? So we start kissing, whatever. And I'm just thinking in my head, like, my heart's I'm like scared as fuck. I'm like, bro, I don't know what to do. So she's like kissing me, whatever, and I swear to God, I'm smooth as a bitch, whatever. So oh my god, I cannot believe I'm telling you guys. Okay, so we're kissing, whatever. I start like unbuttoning her pants, pulling them down. Why did I say unbuttoning? She had fucking joggers on. I start untying the bitches, pulling them down a little bit, and I, start touching her or whatever. I'm just like, oh my god, I'm so scared. I'm so scared. So, okay, I'm like, okay, bitch, like, stop being a pussy, man up. Oh, can I say that on here? Stop being, a beep, man up. So I'm like, okay, I got this. So I go down there and I look at it and I'm like, is this what mine looks like? Like, is this what mine looks like? Because I had like never really looked at it before. I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to put my mouth on? I'm like, what the hell am I supposed to touch? So I see the little thing in the middle. I'm like, I can't say the word that I want to say. I see the thing in the middle and I'm like, okay, I think that's what I'm supposed to do. So I start, doing that, and she's making noise. I'm like, okay, that must be the part. So, bro, I was doing that shit for like fucking 30 minutes, and this bitch was going crazy. I'm like, oh my god, my jaw fucking hurts. This bitch was going fucking crazy. The whole entire bed is just... So yeah, this bitch is fucking going crazy. I'm doing this shit for like 30 minutes, and I'm like, bitch, you are the shit. Patting myself on the fucking back, because I was nervous as hell, but I'm not stupid. Like, I knew, like, okay, that's the part that's making this bitch go crazy. Keep doing that part, like, whatever. So I keep going. This, I don't know what the fuck this bitch, at the time I didn't know what the fuck this bitch did, but just psh, and I'm like, what the fuck was that? Now I'm older, I know what the fuck that shit was, but I'm like, what the fuck was that? So I'm like, okay, I think I'm done. So yeah, so that happened. We stopped. Homegirl and her girlfriend had came back in the room, and we just kind of acted like that didn't just happen for fucking like hours. Because that, like I said, I started at 11, probably till like 3 o'clock in the fucking morning. Like, we were, yeah. So yeah, that was my first time doing that. Usually I have a lesson at the end of my videos, but I don't. I was 16. I was trying to think of my age this whole time. I'm like, is I 15 or 16? I was 16 because this was like in May. And my birthday is in April. So this was like, yeah, I was 16. But yeah, I don't really have a lesson for you guys. Don't lie to your mom. Don't do that. Cause I do have a lesson. Don't do stuff like that if you don't really know if you're ready, because I kind of regretted it because of the fact that I was so young and I felt like my innocence was taken at that point. And I felt guilty for lying to my mom. So yeah, like I said, when I was like 14 to 16, I was really bad. I'm not bad anymore at all. I don't have any friends anymore. But yeah, that's the lesson. Don't do bad stuff because you're gonna feel bad about it. You're gonna feel like you're growing up too fast because I sure did. But yeah, that was the story time. I hope you guys like that story time. Sorry that I can't say the words that I really want to say, or I won't make any coins. So yeah, bye homegirls and homeboys. Hope you guys like the story time.